Welcome back everyone, and welcome to my newest sketchbook. Last time we already drew a cover, so let's draw one this time as well. I've already sketched up some ideas of what I want to do on the cover page itself, but I also have this spot right here where I maybe want to draw something very simple and clean in acrylics, just for another way of welcoming you into my sketchbook. Here it is, the blank page. I have kept blank for now almost 85% of my sketchbook, but we're finally gonna get to drawing it. I've already sketched up the idea, as I said, because, well, as you know me and my recording stuff, things usually never tend to work out. Like, things break, things become empty, and I don't want to also spend so much time on my annoying sketching. I will, however, show you what I have gotten, like what my ideas were. First, I wanted to do something Halloween themed with these characters that I'm gonna draw here, Trajan and Etios. But then I realized there was nothing really I could have, or that I came to mind that would be perfectly in character for both of them, or would fit the page nicely because it would be so busy, that I decided I just wanted to, in quotes, do something simple. I wanted to draw Trajan carrying Etios' piggy bag, because that's their dynamic, basically.
Now that I'm done rambling, I'm gonna add in post-commentary an explanation on how I usually sketch. I usually say I never know what the fuck I'm doing, but it's actually just me doing circles and lines so I have a vague idea where things go, and especially in artworks like these, where it's two characters interacting really closely together, you need to erase, put again in order to know where they harmonize in their posing together. And very nice about this piggy bag pose is that I can hide 90% of Etios behind Trajan, so I don't have to draw him, which is very nice.
And it's gonna say sketchbook right about there. So, if you've ever seen a speed paint of me from digital art as well, where I included the sketching, because again, I personally hate my sketching process because I am such a bastard. It takes me so long to get anything to look the way I envisioned it. So this head doesn't fit at all. It feels like I don't have an actual hard pencil in my hard pencil, which bugs the heck out of me. There, child foot, number 1. This is actually about how long this should be. Nice. His head's a bit big. I'm gonna fix that one day. Okay. I think at this point we can lighten it up to a point where I can add in permanent details.
So, now that we've gotten this far into the drawing, let me introduce to you these two characters, Trajan and Etios. They are the main characters of our soon-to-be comic Venicide. And yes, I did say our because I'm not the only one working on this. I'm part of the group Auf Project. Together with my sisters, we are drawing the comic, And if you're interested to see or to hear who they are, what their story is, and how it's gonna unfold, you can subscribe to my channel, Miss Needle. You can subscribe to my Instagram, or you can subscribe to the Instagram of Alf Project, where we will start posting updates on the comic and let you know when it's gonna come out.
They have really big heads in this picture. Oh god. Sketchbook covers are always so freaking nerve-wracking. Whenever I talk with any artist about it, they say they hate them. It's why they skip always the first page and never put anything in them. I skipped this first page because I just wanted to record it, but I didn't have time or equipment or a setup or, well, any idea really. So I always just held it off. Since the other side has got nothing on it, and the little bit that's on it is, you know, really ugly, I really think I want to just make this plain black and white. I'm gonna line it, and then I'm gonna go and get my just pure black marker and make it literally just black and white. That sounds like a deal to me. And again, I'm sorry for the bad lighting in this video. I'm trying to color correct everything as best as I can. But as I said before, I'm just a hobbyist. I'm trying to make this work as best as I can. Outlining is always so nerve-wracking. If you make one mistake, it's irreversible. That's the one amazing thing about digital art, is that you can't make mistakes. You literally can't. I mean, maybe you can forget to save, I guess. That's your big mistake you could make for that day. There's something strange though I noticed about my art and what I like and don't like. I really like not adding pupils. Maybe people said like, it's so weird, are they like soulless or something? It's like, no, I prefer the way it looks. But then like when you add pupils, suddenly your character is alive. But without them, they're just so much more aesthetically edgy. Okay, it just is done. Okay, let's erase all of that. I'm always, like, I am amazed myself that whenever I start, there's actually like an end product. It's not just a complete loss. There's actually something there at the end. I'm back with my ohuhus, and this is rather scary, but I now have to decide which parts are gonna be completely black and which ones are gonna be like any other color. It was very nice of them to come with like a little bit of a swatching paper. I just picked out black, cool gray 4 and cool gray 0 for this. And I think just to be on the safest side, I'm gonna first color in the things I want to be the lightest gray, the cool gray 0. And I think I'm gonna color in Trajan's skin like this, because Trajan has a bit of a darker complexion than Etios. So this would like nicely set them two apart. I'm gonna make the scarf the same cool gray. I'm trying to make things that touch each other not the same gray, even though the scarf is touching a little bit of his skin. But then the shirt, because it has a two-tone style, the upper part is darker than the lower part. I'm gonna make that one pitch black. Let's just go in with it, screw it. Just go in with the black, at least on the upper part of Trajan Etios' shirt. And I kind of want his gloves also to be black, but Trajan's hair is also black or really dark. Oh no. It's bleeding. No. Good thing I have a gel pen. Only a gel pen though. Nothing else to save me with. I don't have Posca pens or anything. I have this Edding that is like a paint pen, but I don't know if that's gonna be a good workaround. It's gonna be fine. Gonna find a way to fix this. Then these sock thingies, they're also darker, just like his over paint skirt. Then I'm gonna color in this with the dark gray, the darker of the two. Okay, keep your distance from the lines. Apparently, Sketchbook is very thirsty for some ohuhu. Trajan's hair is just gonna be black. I've decided. No fear again. No fear. It's not terrible. It just could be a lot better. I'm missing like a line here, so we know where his body is. Because Etios also has black hair, or like dark hair. I can't use the black, because otherwise they'll meld together. So I guess he's getting the cool gray for as hair. Yeah, I should hide this line somehow. Really do hope this one works. Problem is, I take that my paper is not completely white. And now I gotta let this dry. Then I can clean up the edges, especially around the blacks, with more outline to get everything more defined rather than so bleedy. How can one person mess up so much just in like a tassel? I was doing fine the entire time. And then these uhuhus came and everything changed. This is no hate against uhuhu at all. I'm just not used to this art medium that are markers. Even though like I obsess about markers, I want to own good ones. When I do have them, I don't even draw with them that often. That's why I decided to do it here. Demons in this world have no white eye whites, rather almost black ones. So that's why they're colored here. And now might be a good moment to add in the pupils. Even though I personally think my art looks better without pupils. Every time I add them, I'm like, oh, on second thought. These socks need to be darker. Let's try with the lighter gray. Let's make the gloves also darker. I said I was glad I was gonna make them black, but I forgot that Trajan's hair is black. So can't do that. Good thing I didn't like mess them up on purpose. I honestly think though this is really okay. Okay, lastly, I kind of want to add a yellow background to this whole thing. Here we go. And I think that concludes the marker part of the video. So let me just put these back and continue on with the acrylics part of the video. I want to do something that looks like this. I want to make basically the exact same shape of this right on here with Trick or Treat, a thick bold outline and like some yellow accents right on here since it is the spoopy season and I haven't done anything thematic yet, but if I draw the cover during Spooptober, then I might as well do that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this thing right next to me for some referencing later. I don't wanna, I'm really adamant on not wasting any colors ever. So I want to put as few down as possible in the palette. Don't worry about the little amount of stuff I actually put down. I'm gonna start with Indian yellow because that is the most pumpkin-esque color. Start with a smaller boy for just the outlining of where I want what to be. Or do I want to do this with my pencil? Maybe just a tiny guideline. I will not do too much. Just a tiny guideline for where everything is supposed to be put. Okay, I think this is good. Ooh, I'm really nervous. This is nerve-wracking. I'll just go straight ahead. Oh god, too much water. But it's a bit yellow for me. And since we are gonna need a lot, I'm gonna actually put a lot more out of that tube. And I'm gonna try and mix it with the tiniest bit. That is a lot for the amount of Indian yellow compared. This is really dark though. Do I want this to be this dark? Yes. Yes, I want this color. I've started drawing with acrylics not all too long ago. And it's actually in this sketchbook, one of my favorite pages ever, where I did a bigger, also over multiple days, acrylic painting. I know, right? In a sketchbook, a painting. Sue me, okay? It was a lot of fun. Oh god, I didn't even need that much paint for the painting I did in this sketchbook. Guess white doesn't eat this much color. And let's also take a bigger brush. Don't have a reference of actual pumpkins open because I just want to have it be really cartoony, so I'm referencing, you know, the trick or treat sign. Though I do want to add a bit more depth with more like shadows and highlights rather than just the flat pumpkins. So now for the fun part of adding in the shadows. The sun. Where is the sun? My sun. The sun is from the top right, because it's always from the top right. No fear. Alright, one fear. This should be reserved for just the darkest of dark shadows, and I'm starting out with this. I am a professional. To get more back to our original color scheme, I'm gonna go with Indian yellow and add in just some of that burnt umber. Oh no, let's go with the this. What's that name? Van Dyke brown. There you go. This color looks really gross. I'm gonna add in some more red as well with this. This looks like it could work. I'm just pretending that my colors aren't running out because I don't want to mix this color again because I don't know the ratio of what I put. And I'm just trying to ignore until the inevitable. Oh, I actually came out without needing to make a new of the same shadow color. I could make a different one now if I wanted to. Let's make the stems. Totally forgot that those need to be done, so I'm also adding the green to our color roster. And I'm just going straight in with Cinnabar green light. Straight from the tube onto the picture. This will need a few layers. Hello? Are we still recording? What happened?
Please don't tell me the camera broke again. I'm gonna cry.
You can never get comfortable with this camera. And I got comfortable. So I'm not gonna check what happened until I'm done. So that the recording at least isn't too focused on Anita being angry. Okay, let's leave it at that. Actually leave it to dry and then give it a black outline. And then I'll tell you how it turned out. Well, I went in and tried to figure out what happened. My camera again decided to stop recording at some point. Well, we got to this point. We stopped right in the middle of shading. I added a thick black outline and the text in the middle of the pumpkins. And now I hope it is dry enough so I can go in with a black edding to outline the letters and the number. Like, this camera isn't even a bad one. It's not even like a dumpster one. It's just, it's old. And I don't realize how old it is, or didn't realize until, well, I asked when we got it. Turns out this camera is 10 years old. So I guess for some reason it gets irritated by my microphone, I'm assuming. Because, well, it said something about microphone, so that must be the cause. Let's make the outlines for the letters a bit funky, especially up here where they're like cuddling. There we go. Now, this is what we have. A completely new sketchbook cover and a new sketchbook cover that are like totally completely different from each other. One is acrylic, one is Ohuhu markers, one features 2 OCs, the other one features 3 pumpkins. Which wasn't planned now that I think about it, but it's 3 for 3rd sketchbook, so that's really neat.
I'm sorry that so much content was cut again, but this camera really has a mind of its own. And I hope you like both covers or one of them and still had a fun time watching. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye!